You don't need more time. You don't need motivation. You don't need the right conditions, the right day, or the right version of yourself to show up first. You need to start right now with what you have, in whatever state you're in. Because here is what nobody tells you. The version of you that is ready, that is confident, that has everything figured out, that version is on the other side of starting, not before it. You will never find that person by waiting. You have to become that person by moving now. A Stanford study found that people who act on an idea within 72 hours are 80% more likely to see it through. After 72 hours, your brain files it under someday, and someday is where most lives quietly get wasted. Your enemy is not your environment, not your time. The real enemy is the loop. You know the loop. You think about an idea, get excited. Think about it more, plan out the whole success blueprint using ChatGPT, and few moments later, you imagine how it could go wrong, how you were not fully ready to do it. 1 day pass, 2 day pass, 3 week pass, 6 month pass. Nothing changes. Psychologists call it analysis paralysis. A 2023 University of Chicago study found that people in that state spend an average of 4.2 hours per week thinking about goals they have taken zero action on. That is 218 hours a year, 9 full days spent building nothing but anxiety. The antidote is not motivation. Motivation follows action. It doesn't precede it. The antidote is a protocol. You show up regardless of how you feel. Okay, so here is the 2-minute start rule. Do this. Whatever you've been putting off, the business, the course, the application, the first YouTube video, whatever it is, do 2 minutes of it today. Open the document, write 1 sentence, record 1 clip, send 1 email. That's it. Your brain has a resistance barrier before unfamiliar tasks. It is highest before you begin and drops almost to zero the moment you're in motion. Newton called it inertia. You call it procrastination. 2 minutes breaks it every single time. Before you sleep tonight, do 2 minutes of the thing. Do not just plan for the thing. Do the work. You don't have to do it perfectly. Just do it. Like even if it fails, you will not lose anything. Your first version should embarrass you slightly. If it doesn't, you waited too long. Reid Hoffman, who built LinkedIn, said if you're not embarrassed by your first version, you launched too late. Every day your idea lives only in your head, you get feedback from exactly one person, you. The moment it exists in the world, you get feedback from reality, and reality knows things you don't. Set a ship date, not a ready date, a ship date. Write it down. When that date arrives, whatever state it's in, it goes out. When something doesn't work, and it won't the first time, you don't spiral, you debrief. Within 24 hours, write 3 things: what specifically failed, why it failed, and 1 change you'll make next time. 15 minutes maximum. The debrief is not to be sad or emotional, it's operational. Your failures are not evidence that you can't do this, they are mission data. Treat them that way. Keep a failure log, a notebook, a notes app, anywhere. Every failure gets 3 lines. What failed, why, 1 fix. Done. Now iterate. Iterate daily. The difference between figuring it out your mistakes in 6 months versus 6 years is not talent. It's how fast you cycle through try, learn, adjust, try again. Every 48 hours, ask yourself 1 question. What is the single most important thing I learned in the last 2 days, and what am I changing because of it? 1-sentence answer. This forces you to extract a lesson and act on it, not just experience it and drift forward. Set a recurring reminder every 48 hours. 1 question, 1 sentence, non-negotiable. Now, observe the conditions that have kept you from starting. The right mood, the right day of the week, waiting until Monday, waiting until the 1st of the month. These are not preparation, these are permission structures, conditions you built to give yourself a legitimate reason not to start right now. James Clear, who spent years studying habit formation, found that the environment that matters is the one that removes friction from starting, not the one that makes starting feel ceremonially worthy. You're not preparing for a ritual, you're trying to build something. Write your top 3 permission structures down. Next to each one, write "not required," because they're not. The only condition required to start is that you are alive and there is time. You have both right now. None of these I've mentioned need motivation or extra time or a better version of you than the ones sitting here right now. The people you watch who seem like they figured something out, they did not figure out something you can't. They just stopped treating starting as the reward at the end of preparation and made it the first move instead. You want to know the real distance between where you are and where you want to be? It's not knowledge. It's not talent. It's the gap between watching this video and doing something in the next 2 minutes. That gap is the only thing left. Close it.